Expect.
Shut up. 'Cause I know this is your favorite group, and I know you be like, come
No,
on.
it is. It is. So it ain't getting trashed like last night. That's for damn sure. We will not be doing that
Yeah.
to this group.
Well, when we talk about the
Last
One
night
Love
was
album,
was
that's another story.
last night was a trash review for the ages. I already see the responses you get, and I'm like, bro, people really don't like the album either. It's evident, you know what I'm saying? But this is not that.
And I found a good R&B album we can talk about for on this day. And of course, my laptop wants to update. Of course, great. I'm
Michael's good, yo.
already having a bad day, so this is one thing I need. How was your day?
It's cool.
I feel you. Yeah, last night was brutal.
Yeah, it had to happen.
You said you were bumping some R. Kelly today. That's what's up. I hate technology.
Even Mark Nash
Oh,
talking about the Diddy shit.
you said what?
I said even Mark Nash is talking about the Diddy shit.
Who isn't talking about the Diddy shit at this point?
Hey man, he got what he deserved. That's how I feel. Lock his ass up. Where BJ at? BJ, where you at, yo? Get your ass on here, yo. I know BJ got this on vinyl too.
Yeah, I got the all out. I got the album on vinyl, not the Christmas EP.
Everybody got this on vinyl, huh? Okay.
Oh yeah, nigga, I know my new edition, nigga.
I would hope so.
Yo, Q, I told you don't mention that YouTube channel on this channel. I told you that, bro. Don't mention culturalist theory on this channel. I don't fuck with them niggas. I don't.
Their rankings are, they got terrible rankings. Have you seen the ranking for Eminem? That shit was all over the place.
Yeah, I've seen that shit. I don't. I don't fuck with. I don't fuck with them niggas because
Yeah, they
I. You said what?
no, I'm
You said
saying
what?
they're clearly doing that for clicks. Because there's no way in hell you could tell me. There's no way in hell you could tell me that what they had one of them trashy albums better than Relapse. Y'all think Relapse is bad compared to Kamikaze? I'm like, nah,
Y'all.
ain't no way. Ain't no way. They had Relapse bad, bro. That was like at the bottom. And they had revival and all that other shit ahead of Relapse. I'm like, nah. Y'all clearly don't know what you're talking about. Ain't no way.
Nah, I don't fuck with them niggas because they had a they had a thing when they wanted people to write for them. So you know me being a music head myself, I submitted some pieces. I submitted a Nas piece and a Mariah Carey piece. They declined me, but all of a sudden they wanted to rank Mariah Carey's albums and they want to use some of my shit word for word.
Why
So
didn't
I
you
was
just tell
like,
him you had your own platform though? Just tell him you had your own platform.
I did. I literally told him that shit. Send them a fucking video and everything. So you good, Q. I just don't mention them on this channel. Don't mention them motherfuckers on this channel because they don't know shit.
Niggas, that chick is boring on here. She talk boring.
She sounds like a robot, bitch.
She boring and she ugly.
You said what?
I said she's boring and she's ugly.
Yeah, don't mention them on this channel. Don't mention them, please. I don't fuck with them niggas. So Jonathan Majors was in the news the other day.
What he do now?
So apparently they said he told his white girlfriend that she should act like Coretta Scott King or Michelle Obama if she want to be with him or some shit.
Wow. I guess he's not going back to Marvel. These niggas, man. You see what happens. You see what happens to our people when we get emasculated and they put them on the cover of Vogue magazine looking gay. This is what happens.
Chill.
They come out and they say stupid stuff and then they get canceled for that.
I ain't going that far though. I ain't going that far.
Bro, this dude he was on like Vogue magazine with like angel wings and wearing pink and shit like that. And
Chill.
bro, come on, man. How you supposed to be fearful in the Marvel universe and you wearing all pink?
Well, how you a rapper that calls yourself a thug, but you wearing pink and all this bullshit? I'll wait.
We Cam made that shit cool, and he's the
See,
only one.
but see,
He's the only
Cam had his own swagger. He had his own
right,
flamboyancy.
right. It
I don't
don't
know.
it look different when it's your what's his name, Little Nas X, when he wearing that, it look different. Cam made that shit cooler with.
Oh, Lil Nas X. He's another one I have to talk about. So apparently, they said that. I got this from a source that they said he faked being gay once Old Town Road came out and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not coming from me. This is coming from a source I read. You know what I'm saying?
All that to start self streaming numbers. Come on, man. Niggas is desperate. That means they ain't got no true talent. You got to fake being gay.
I told you. So that's how these niggas be.
You gotta come up with a gimmick like that just to do some streaming numbers.
Allegedly. Keyword allegedly.
I don't believe it. He look fruity. I don't believe it. I'm sorry.
So Diddy said enough is enough.
Now he's saying it. Enough was enough back when Biggie died. It should have been enough.
You didn't say enough was enough when you messed with that 17-year-old?
Right. When the Locks was getting fans to petition just for them to leave Bad Boy, that's when it should have been enough. Hey, but y'all praise this dude. Y'all say he's a legend, this and that. I told you all he was full of shit. Told you all that. He had a couple good years with a label. That's no more.
Who's y'all, nigga? You ain't tell me shit, nigga.
I told your boy Mark Nash and BJ and everybody else that was calling him a hip hop legend. Oh, he's a legend. He's a legend. I told you all this nigga wasn't shit.
Shit, don't put me in there.
This man idolized. Well, when you idolize Barry Gordy. Barry Gordy robbed this artist on Motown back in the day. That should tell you something already.
This
That was
man,
his idol. His idol was Barry Gordy. And the same thing that Barry Gordy did, he did to his own artist on Bad Boy. As well as all this other shit that's coming out now with the women.
don't forget Crib Keeper Clive Davis. Don't forget him.
I told you. This nigga is not no legend. I don't think he should be in the Hall of Fame. For what? What did you do? The best thing he did was sign Biggie Smalls, and Biggie's dead. What did he do after that?
What have you done for
He
me
had
lately?
nothing but problems on his label. Every artist on that roster had an issue with this man, or they're dead. You know what I'm saying? One time is that's a pass. But when it happens more than once, Craig Mack is dead. Black Rob is dead, and you didn't even look after him when he was sick in the hospital. He had so many issues with the Locks and 112 and Danny D. Kane. This man is a terror to his own label. The reason why his label is no more is because of him. He's to blame for his label going under. You know what I'm saying? And then all this shit coming out. He had his own artists like Cassie doing all kind of stuff. Why should he be inducted into any Hall of Fame? For what? I told you all that months ago on here that this nigga's not no legend, and y'all wanted to you wanted to, you know, everything I said was, oh, you're hating on him. No. Okay, like Puffy, we know Puffy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We didn't wake up yesterday and discover who he was. This is how he always been. And it got worse after he left Uptown. When he was on Uptown, he was quiet. Maybe you would have looked through a hip hop magazine, you would have saw him model for Carl Kanai or something. You know what I'm saying? And then he was styling Jodeci, Mary J, but he was quiet. But once he got Bad Boy, he became a thing. He became a hip hop mogul. And you couldn't tell him nothing.
No, he was loud on Uptown. That's why he got kicked out.
But I believe on Uptown he had a vision. And Andre, what Andre told him, there can't be two kings in this castle.
Right.
But he had a vision. And I feel like Andre probably felt threatened by that vision. That's one thing. But once he got Bad Boy, he became who he is now. The name changing from Puff Daddy to P Diddy, then to Diddy and Brother Love, whatever the fuck he calling himself now. You know what I'm saying? He became bigger than his label. Remember when No Way Out, when he did No Way Out, that's supposed to be one album. That was his plan, to do one album, because he as he claimed, he always loved the way that Biggie used to move the crowd on stage, and he wanted to do that. He wanted to have that same feeling. No Way Out was supposed to be one album. How did one album turn into all this other shit that he was dropping? He became bigger than his own artists. You know what I'm saying? When he made Making the Band, and then you find out that he's talking shit about the Making the Band members after. I wish I would. You would never get me to walk over a bridge for cheesecake for your bitch ass. Never. He was talking shit about them behind their back. You know what I'm saying? What did Gene Deal say? Gene Deal said that he was planning on pimping out Danny D. Kane and making them his sex slaves. That's the hip hop mogul y'all want to celebrate? Shit, he make Suge Knight look like an angel.
You know, I said the same thing.
And all this stuff that he's done over the past God knows how long. Y'all really think that he didn't have nothing to do with Tupac getting murdered? I do.
Biggie getting murdered?
I don't know about Big. I still think Suge Knight is involved in that, but I definitely think Puffy's involved in Tupac getting killed.
I don't believe Suge had anything to do with it. Sometimes
Biggie's murder could be retaliation for what happened to Pac 6 months before.
Because y'all forget, niggas forget, Biggie freestyled that Long Kiss Goodnight verse on that radio station like a couple days before he died or stuff like that. Y'all niggas forget about that shit.
I don't know. I never heard that. You telling me that now? I never heard that.
I'm gonna send it to you.
But I'm from what D Dot is saying. I believe what D Dot is saying. You know what I'm saying? Because you hear different things about, you know, Biggie was planning now he did say that there's certain songs on Life After Death that was about Tupac, but he didn't come out and say his name. So you gotta read in between the lines. Like, again, none of these niggas was coming out and saying Pac's name. They were afraid of Pac. Pac was up there making unreleased songs and saying fuck Bad Boy, fuck you Jay-Z, fuck you Mobb Deep, Nas. None of these niggas was calling his name out.
And that's why I don't like when Lil C's and Puffy on that Double XL issue, I think like in 03, 04, they did like a 10-year anniversary of Life After Death or some shit like that. They were talking about, oh, Long Kiss Goodnight was not a Pac diss. Like, motherfucker, it was a motherfucking Pac diss. You know what I'm saying? This nigga said, we ain't mad at you. Come on now.
But but he tried to be diplomatic. Of course, he's gonna be diplomatic and be like, "Oh, let's not go at them," because if you're involved in killing Tupac, you don't want no type of heat or anybody being suspicious on you. So he tried to play, let's not diss Death Row. We're not gonna go at them like that. We all
I
about
make,
making people dance.
I make your mouthpiece obese like Della Reese. Come on,
You know what I'm saying? So again, it was like that. They had a lot to do with why New Yorkers don't fuck with the West Coast. I blame them, the radio and Bad Boy, for that shit. The minute that Vibe magazine put Biggie and Puff on that cover, that was it. And it totally screwed up how people listen to artists now because of where they reside at, which is stupid. You know what I'm saying?
stop.
And a lot of people fell for that shit. But you couldn't deny Death Row because they shit was so undeniable. Radio had to play it. If you were hip hop head, you had to play Doggy Style in the Chronic. They couldn't say, "Oh, that shit was whack." Nah, that shit was better than half of the Bad Boy shit.
I agree.
So that's just what it was. You know what I mean? But D Dot said a lot of shit, and I'm like, yo, this shit I've never heard until D Dot said. I believe him. Now the thing with Kanye, I don't know about that because he's saying how he discovered Kanye, and I never heard that before.
I heard him say some shit like that because
He
you remember
discovered Kanye, and he said like the opening of the Yeezus, the Genius Netflix documentary when Kanye is where he was, I think he was going up to Rockefeller or whatever. He said that shit didn't have him in it, and it should have started with him. I don't remember no song that D-Dot did with Kanye though. He said he co-produced with him.
Kanye did some shit with the Hitman in the early part of his career. I think people forget that.
The only thing I know that he did for like Mace was he did the joint from the Harlem World album,
Yeah.
the one with Nas on it. That's the only shit that I know of Kanye doing anything with them.
Hey, yo, Eric, I'm gonna send the link in a minute. I'm trying to wait until my laptop boots up and stuff like that too. So give me like a couple minutes, bro.
I love No Way Out, but I think No Way Out is a classic because of who was on it, not because of Puffy's rapping. Because he was being every rhyme he had was ghost written by Source Money. I think Jay-Z wrote for him,
Biggie.
Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like those joints were fire. Victory, classic, been around the world, Benjamins. But because of who was on it, if it was just a whole album with Puffy, it wouldn't be a classic album. I think it's a classic just because of the features on it. But that's it. After that, he decided to be his own artist and come out with Forever and come out with The Saga Continues and all these other garbage ass albums because he had to save his label because Biggie was already dead and Mace became a pastor after that. So he had nobody to save his label but himself. Yeah, it's a compilation, but it says Puff Daddy and the Family. He went on tour for that album and had everybody on that tour for the album.
I'm gonna start in 10 minutes, y'all.
That D Dot said a lot of shit bullshit. That especially that shit that he said about Jay Dilla. I'm like, yo, these niggas is crazy.
That's what these bad boy producers coming out the woodworks after Puffy got.
They bugging. Is nobody on the Hitman is better than Dilla. So I don't know how he could say his catalog is better.
Have you ever done this? Have you ever done a song like She Said they D Dot?
Right.
Have you ever done a song like Stakes is High, nigga? Nigga,
Not
have you ever done some shit on Thomas B album, my nigga?
not even. They would it's like he was taking shots at Talib because they're like, yo, they looking at Talib and they're like, yo, when Talib came out with the blast and when he came out with Get By and they're like, yo, like he was getting hate because his diehard fans were saying he was a sellout when he came out with those songs.
Really?
Yes, that he was. They felt that's what he's saying that he saw his fans um um like turn on him because they felt like he was a sellout when those songs came out. I've never
That's
heard it.
Talib's best shit. I'm not even the biggest Talib fan. That's some of his
Yeah,
best shit, nigga. Yeah.
yeah, that's his best shit.
But
But
he wasn't a sellout when he did Beautiful Struggle, nigga.
well, I mean, what?
Charles' favorite album.
Nah, it's a good album. I don't what mainstream shit is on that album.
Nigga, that album was mainstream as fuck, nigga.
The Just Blaze joint is the only like major song from that album.
It was a beautiful struggle to listen to.
No, it wasn't. Come
Yes,
on,
it was.
he got worse albums than that.
He does.
He got worse albums than that.
He
That
does.
album was fire.
I don't know about Fire.
It was fire. It was compared to the other shit
Eardrum
that
is way
came out.
better.
His first two albums to me was good. There's the latter shit that came out from I didn't care for, but if you talking mainstream, the only song that I remember from Beautiful Struggle was the Just Blaze joint that he came out with. Never Been in Love or whatever. Yeah, they played that a lot.
I
But
hate that song.
his fans, his hardcore fans never turned on him. A lot of people love the blast. They love Get By. I don't understand. Maybe D Dot felt like his backpack of fans turned on him, but I didn't turn on him. I just didn't like some of his albums that came out after the second album. But it's like Bad Boy. He was like, the Bad Boy was looking down on the backpackers. They wasn't fucking with them like that. Which is why Craig Mack would have never lasted on that label, because he wasn't about mainstream. I don't even remember the Mad. I don't remember listening to the Mad Rapper album.
That shit was pretty good. I like that. I got that album on vinyl. Hold on, let me show you.
I don't remember that shit.
Hold on. What the fuck is it at? Yo.
He was definitely being arrogant on that Meth Hoffa podcast. He was definitely being arrogant. The fact that he could come out and say that his catalog is better than Dilla's, I'm like, yo, no way. No way.
Yeah, this right here, try. Bad Rap album.
I remember the album cover. What's on it?
How We Do with Puffy.
Okay.
You got Ghetto with Raekwon. How to Rob with 50 Cent.
He talked about the Ghetto song because he said he did something with Ray.
Yeah, that's the song.
Okay.
How to Rob with 50 Cent. Yes, that How to Rob
was on that album.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So why they never put that song on Powder Dollar?
Because that was more like a promo single. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was more like a promo single. But yeah, this has some heat though. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah. You know me, Eric. I collect a lot of shit on vinyl. I got my.
Yeah, I never seen it on vinyl.
Yeah, I got that Young and Restless vinyl, Eric. You already know how I fucking roll. Shit. God, when is this shit gonna boot up? Oh my God, man. About 5 more minutes.
You're clearer on the phone.
I'm clearer on the phone, but my battery is gonna run faster. Yeah. So once this shit boots up, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch like Bobby DeBarge and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I got most of my notes like literally on my laptop because yeah. So you know me, I like to be all prepared and shit. Other than that, what else is going on? So what else is going on? What else is going on? Yeah, man. How's the 80s, 90s podcast, Try?
Good, man. I have a date set of I need shit to pick up. You know what I'm saying? I have a date in mind, but I need things to pick up significantly.
You know what, Try? I need shit to pick up significantly right now too.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm feeling right now. So it's cool. This is cool and everything, but I need a significant jump in things and how things are being, you know.
Also, what else? Oh yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6.
That's his
That,
game.
huh?
That's your game.
I was in my game when I have never played it yet.
That's your. Then you play all the other ones. That's your game.
I mean, I haven't played all the Grand Theft Auto. I played San Andreas, 3, Vice City,
You play more than me.
Chinatown War. Chinatown War was okay.
You
Grand
play
Theft
more
Auto
than me.
5. What?
You play more than me.
I haven't played the back in the day ones from the Game Boy Advance day. I haven't played those ones though. But I was thinking next year we definitely got we got to be more serious about this video game series and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what? You know I don't fuck with Grand Theft Auto, so that's gonna be all you. I'm gonna just watch.
No, we want to talk about Mario and Sonic and
Oh yeah,
Legend of
Mario,
Zelda,
Mario's my shit. Yeah, for me.
Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, nigga.
Okay. I don't fuck with Final Fantasy either, but you know.
Well,
But
I don't fuck with all of. I'm more of a Kingdom Hearts nigga than Final Fantasy, but Final Fantasy got some
Kingdom
heat
Hearts was
too.
good. Kingdom Hearts was cool.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Um, Super Smash Brothers series. Come on, nigga. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the special ed interview yet. He had special ed on there too.
I was watching the Vlad interview on Special Ed.
Yeah, but special ed was saying some shit too.
Yo, I was watching the Phase on Love interview when Phase on Love was asked about Special Ed's comments about NWA. This nigga said he's called Special Ed for a reason. I'm like, yo, stop it.
Wow.
Yo, Phase on be talking mad shit, but sometimes he be on point with his shit sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you.
I didn't understand that comment that he said anyway though. I'm like, what is that about?
Just admit you don't like NWA, nigga. That's what I had to
Yeah,
say.
just that's all you need to say.
Just admit you don't like NWA.
Right. That's all he should have said.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna start right here because I'm trying to watch Power tonight too. So I'm ready whenever you are.
All right.
And besides, this thing just finished updating anyway. So what's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely Friday morning, Thursday night, whatever you want to fucking call it? It's your boy Reg in the building, YouTube criminal, vinyl enthusiastic. Of course, where my necklace says daddy, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I got my homeboy Try with me in the building. You know, Knicks fan, represent the 80s, 90s podcast, of course. You know what I'm saying? Best shit talk on YouTube, period.
No, that's
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
That's you.
Oh, that's me. Oh, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
I got a few comments I got to make before I start. So last night I kind of made a few comments about, you know, kids and baby mamas and stuff like that. And I hope I didn't really offend anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because I do respect single parenthood. I'm just talking about how motherfuckers make babies with mamas or niggas and stuff like that. They talk mad shit about their partners and they're making a bad representation on the children. So I just want to clarify those comments and everything like that too. Like I said before, I respect what Busta did with his kids, but I was just not fucking with him musically. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I just got to make that comment. I just
I
want to
wasn't
make
fucking
that
with the album musically, so
Well, also too, rest in peace to my grandma. 1 year ago today, she passed away. I just want to say that right now. I usually don't do this shit, but I have to I have to mentally work on this and stuff like that too. So I don't want everyone to be like, be all sentimental and all that bullshit. You know, so I don't want everyone doing that shit. I'm a real nigga, so don't worry about that. I'm fine. I'm fine.
let it out. Let
I'm
it out.
chilling. I'm chilling. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't really talk a lot about my family a lot on this channel, so just want to throw that out there. All right, so on this day in R&B, since we're talking about an R&B album, we're going to talk about Mary J. Blige's "What's the
Oh
411"
yes.
remix.
Yes.
And another Mary J. Blige album we're talking about. You know, now this is not the "What's the 4," but it's the remix album and everything like that too. In my opinion, probably my favorite remix album in music history.
Same.
This is the album that really propelled the whole hip hop soul, in my opinion, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have people like Craig Mack appearing on this album, like Heavy D, and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Craig, if you guys remember the Flavor in the ER original talk about, you know, I don't understand how they don't understand you in that Mary joint. Keep the old robotic, futuristic. That's when you were talking about that shit, you know what I'm saying? He was talking about that. You don't have to worry remix. Yeah, man, this is a fucking dope album. It's a classic album. I'm
Yeah,
so grateful I got my hands on this. I need to get the My Life remix EP. I need to get my hands on that. That is so rare to come by
yeah.
compared to this one and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So, you have any memories of what's the 411 remix?
Yes, I just posted it today, actually. um,
Yeah,
yeah, it's definitely that one and the BBD remix album are my two favorites because when that's when people know how to remix songs and you bring like a different element and a different sound to the single and you kind of extend the shelf life for those songs, and it was great. I like a lot of those. I think Mary's the king of remixes. Like she's the queen of remixes. Most of her remixes were great. Like Real Love with Biggie, and you had the what's the foreign one that had Biggie also. Love No Limit remix with KC on the vocals with her. My Love remix with Heavy D, rest in peace. And when you think about it, like her remix album is legendary. Like she has three legends that are no longer here: Craig Mack, Biggie, and Heavy D. You know what I'm saying? And they all gave for classic remixes,
they
and it
all
was it
associated
was
with Puff.
huh?
They all were associated with Puff too.
I don't know. It was still Uptown, so you can't help that. But it was a great remix album, and I miss when artists used to do remix albums as well as remixes. Like that's not even a thing no more. But it was classic.
Yeah, this is a classic remix and whatnot too. We actually done a review on this remix. We've done a review on every Mary album up to Love and Life. Shout out to Jalen, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So that breakthrough review, I'm gonna let you know right now when we do the breakthrough and we invite Jalen, I'm gonna have food. I'm gonna have my dinner and stuff like that already ready because I know it's gonna be longer than 2 hours and stuff. I know
Mhm.
that's gonna be longer than 2 hours and stuff like that
Yeah.
too. So just
Ma-
want to finish.
yeah, Mariah. I like Mariah remixes, but I think the thing with Mariah, we talked about this before. Like I think she watered down her career doing remixes all the time and hip hop collabs, and she should have went back to her ballads because that's what her voice is known for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think she just like that was like her go to thing. Like let me do a hip hop collab with the newest artists, and she should have pulled back and went back to her ballads, but she got some great remixes too.
She definitely do. She definitely do. All right. So the album and EP that we are going to talk about today is New Edition's third studio album, All for Love. This
Yes.
album came out November 8th, 1985. And we're also going to talk about the Christmas EP, which, in my mistake, I thought it was an album, but it was an EP. And I'm looking at myself like, I don't even want to just talk about 6 songs and stuff like that too, because my energy is kind of up tonight. So I was like, you know what, we can just throw in the All for Love. I did mention that I wanted to talk about that record and stuff like that too. So we're gonna start with All for Love since it came out first. This album came out November 8th, 1985, which is like 1 month ago. Yeah, 1 month ago today. Yeah. All right. This is actually the final album with Bobby Brown and everything like that too, which I'll get more into that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So this album was released on MCA Records. It was known for singles like "Count Me Out," "A Little Bit of Love Is All It Takes," and "With You All the Way." Producers include Ricky Bell, Joel Busby, who was the executive producer. Rest in peace, Joel Busby. Michael Bivins, Vincent Brantley, Bill Dern, Ryan DeVoe, Richard Rudolph, Michael Sembello, Rick Simas, George Tobin, and Ralph Transvan. So, okay, you had some New Edition cast doing some production on this. Okay,
Yep.
okay, that's what I like to see. Um, no guest appearances on this album. So, when it comes to New Edition, we talked about the 1984 self-titled joint, which that was a very great album. We talked about the Heartbreak album. In terms of solo discography, we talked about Bobby's Don't Be Cruel, Forever, Ralph Transvant. Wait. We talked about Velvet DeVoe's Hootie Mac Poison, which we actually talked about Hootie Mac last week.
Hmm.
Um, I think we did a Ralph Transvant review at some point. We did.
Yeah,
Did we?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
And
And
then we
we
did like
also
the whole BBD discography.
we also did a New Edition
Yep.
discography breakdown. We split that up in 2 parts too. So We know our shit. We official. Um, so around this time after the release of the self-titled album, you know what I'm saying? They pretty much, were going to their commercial success and everything like that too. However, they were finding out they got screwed over by their label and everything like that, and their record, and pretty much their management and the label. You know what I'm saying? So what had happened was, I think it was what's his name? Bivens, who realized that pretty much the management had a management company that was taking the majority of their money and everything like that too. So if you guys remember the New Edition movie and everything like that too, I think they got paid like in cents and everything. So pretty crazy and shit like that too. Also around this time too, Bobby Brown was pretty much having his David Ruffin moment. Let's just say that. And he actually, there was actually a time when he actually fought with the group and everything like that too. He was just being a wild boy, fighting on stage, on tour, going on tour, extending his sets and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much like around this time too, if you guys remember when we did the Motown Returns to the Apollo breakdown and everything like that too. That was his last appearance before he left New Edition the first time. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that shit out there. Okay, I'm actually about to transfer to my laptop, so I'm gonna let you take over while I switch right quick. Give me 1 second.
Was Bobby actually on this album?
Bailey, we'll talk about that again. It was Bailey on this. Shit. Oh my.
And they don't even tell you like lead vocals and shit. It's crazy. I can't remember Bobby being on this album at all. I don't hear no part of him on here.
I'm back with this. But yeah, he was barely on this album. To be real with you, I think he
Yeah,
just did
because
that.
like he's not. I don't. Like when they would give like lead vocals and stuff, they don't have it on here.
You say they don't or they do?
They don't. Like if you want to see who's singing on what track.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I'll say they don't or they do.
they don't have it on here. But I thought there's like one or two tracks where I thought he was singing on like lead vocals.
Don't worry about it, bro. Like I got a handle from you. Don't worry about it. Cause most of the vocals done like by Ralph and Ricky anyway, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it was Ricky. Ricky sounded like Bobby when he was younger.
By the way, Eric, I'm about to send this to you in about 5 seconds. All right? Yeah, Eric Johnson in the building and shit. I know he had like a lot of shit to that Busta album and stuff like that.
Yeah. Man, a lot of people did.
My nigga Coogee was like, he loved the album. He's like, he can't believe we're dissing the album and shit, man.
And Coogee should have been on here, so you could tell me why you love it, because I can't see why.
Q said of all the guys that was dressed in suits, Bobby Brown was the only one not dressed up in a suit because he didn't want to wear. Yeah, that's true. Bobby didn't want to. Bobby wanted to be a
Bobby
thug.
did that a lot though. He did that a lot. But when I saw them on tour, he didn't want to do the dance moves. Like he would stand to the side and he would just let them dance. That's how he was.
Bobby was a gangster, man. Shit. Bobby was a Bobby was a fucking gangster. That's one thing I liked about Bobby. He was always a free spirit, but sometimes being a free spirit 24/7 can be stressful. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, man. So yeah, the album cover. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't like this album cover. I'm
You
not
don't
gonna
like it?
hold you.
Why not? What's wrong with it? I mean, this was their look back then. You know, the sweaters, the Bill Cosby sweaters, and the
Yeah,
the chains, and that was the
it's just a
look.
lot. It's like a
Right,
lot going on.
Mike had like the illest waves though. This is
He
before do
did.
rags, so I don't know what he was
He
using for
did.
his waves, but he had like the illest waves back then. You know, like them shits was spinning,
Yeah, I got seasick just looking at them motherfuckers and shit. You know
right?
what I'm saying?
Ralph, I don't like that tie Ralph. He looked like Dracula or something. I ain't liking that tie that he got on. Nah, I'm not liking that. But everybody else was fly. This was like fly shit back in '85. You know, Bobby. If you notice,
Yeah,
Bobby
man.
on the on the vinyl cover, like he got like a tie around his head like Rambo and shit. He was definitely not trying to dress in suits. He was like, fuck that. He was not trying to do that.
All right, Eric, I sent it. You should be able to get it very soon. But yeah, man. It is what it is, man. All right, I'm gonna pull up my notes because I do want to get these over with. By the way, I hit up Ant. I haven't gotten a response about the One Love review yet, so I'm gonna send the schedule. I'm gonna send the schedule by tonight before I go to bed, hopefully.
Okay.
And then if he updates us, then we'll just throw that in there. All right. So I'm just gonna be real with you. I gotta say this. I gotta say this, Chuck. I like messing with you because I know New
Oh, you
Edition's
do.
like New Edition's your favorite motherfucking group.
Yep.
And I was trying to make
Yes,
sure. I was
it
trying to
is.
make sure I. You said what?
The hot takes wasn't enough last night. No, what you gonna say now?
All I'm just gonna say is like whenever I'm surprised you won't rush me and shit like that because I was running a little late today and
No,
everything. You were like,
no, I don't rush you. What do you mean? What you talking about?
I know how you get sometimes. Like, so I'm on. Mind you, this I'm on one time. I
Uh-huh.
was running late. And this motherfucker was like, "Come on, hurry up so we can talk about this whack ass album and shit." 'Cause we were talking about
That's all
we were
because
talking.
I wanted to get over it. Whatever whack ass album it was, I wanted to
It
get over
was
it.
Cream. It was the Cream's first two albums and
Oh
stuff like
Lord,
that. And
I
I
probably did
love
say
me
that.
some. I love me some Cream. I love my Eric Clapton.
I probably did say that.
You did.
Damn,
You did.
talk about
You're
this
like, come
damn
on, Reggie,
album.
hurry up. So we can talk about this whack ass.
Shit.
But then, oh my god! And then one time, I wanted to pre-record a certain review. I forgot which review it was. I wanted to pre-record a certain review. You're like, hell no, we can talk about some whack ass shit. We can talk about this shit. Let's go live with this shit, nigga. So I was surprised. I was trying to make sure, okay, try. I know it's your favorite group. I'm running a little bit late. Just running a little bit late and shit like that. But I like to mess with you
It's
and
all
stuff
good.
like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to mess with Try when it comes to New Edition because I know New Edition is like the premier, is like the premier group and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Premier group. I mean, for me, they was, and that's only because I grew up with them. Like, I don't know if they would still be my favorite if I didn't grow up with them. Because people have
Mm,
their favorite growing up,
right,
but like I
right.
like watching them as 13, 14, and then to who they are now, 40 years for them. This year is crazy. I never thought they would be around that long. You know what I'm saying? So for me, they're like my Temptations. I wasn't around for the Temptations, but they my Temptations.
I mean, the Temptations been had like 20 lineup changes and shit. Like,
Right. But yeah, by the time I knew who they was, they already had Dennis. Dennis was already the leader for them. You know what I mean? So I wasn't around for the David Rudder era and all that. And
no,
Otis.
Eric, did you get the invitation, Eric? If not, I can send it again. But before I go on, speaking of Temptations, no one gives Ali Woodson his just due. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like he's one of the more underrated Temptations.
Where you ranking them as far as like frontmen for groups?
Oh, he's top 5.
Top five? Top five all time?
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
So
We
so
did a
yeah,
rank.
he's right up. So you got him and you got David in the same list.
Absolutely.
Oh wow.
Because
Okay.
let me tell you something. He brought that grit back into the Temptations in the mid '80s and shit like that. Like treat her like a lady, special,
Right.
so special. I mean,
Hmm.
like, come on, Ali Woodson was the premier nigga for that time period of the Temptations. He was really one nigga that transcended them into the mid '80s and shit like
Right.
that too.
Yeah,
No, this
like Ali. I know Ali. I don't know. I wasn't around for David and the others, but when
right.
Ali came in the eighties version of them, I know that.
Yes. Oh yeah. Like no disrespect to Dennis Edwards and Ron Tyson, no disrespect to them, but to me, Ali, come on, man. Woo! That motherfucker right there, boy. But anyway, 11 songs. You already know what we about to do. We're gonna start off with the first song, which is probably one of the most signature songs, "Count Me Out." Now I'm gonna be real with you. When I first heard this song, I did not like this song. You know what I'm
Oh boy.
saying? Cause I don't know. I just felt like it was just kind of cheesy and stuff. You have to count me out. Like count you out of what, nigga? Like what? Count you out of what, nigga? Like real. You know what I'm
Listen
saying?
to the
But
lyrics of what
now
he's
over
saying.
the years, can I talk?
Mhm.
Can I talk? But yeah, but now looking back now, I do love the song. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much the song like niggas, all your fellas were like, hey, come outside, we can turn up and all that shit. But you want to chill with your girl and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? And it's a cute song. You know what I'm saying? Ralph Jeffrey did his thing with the vocal. I like the video to the song too. It does kind of sound like Cool It Now a little bit to me. I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? It does kind of sound a little bit like Cool It Now, but this is the same trajectory with the boy bands and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? This is why they needed Jimmy Jim and Terry Lewis during the Heartbreak album and stuff like that, because all that chipmunk baby was not gonna fly well and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he had motherfuckers like Keith Sweat and Guy. They needed some motherfucker to like transcend them and shit like that. But that's another story for a different day. You know what I'm saying? But Count Me Out was pretty straight. Excuse me, it's pretty straight. You know what I'm saying?
But I
After
felt like see they when they got Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they were grown men already. From Boys to Men. Remember that song that they
right,
had on the last song on Any Heartbreak? So I think it was a great transition. Like when they were in their teens, they were singing Popcorn Love and Count Me Out and Mr. Telephone Man. And then they had to make that transition. So that's why that album is so iconic because of the transition from them being boys and into men. But this was a great album. Count Me Out was a great single. I love it. I think it's still underrated when it comes to new edition songs. You know, you don't hear I don't hear too many. Well, any fans are gonna mention it. I don't outside of that, people know Cool It Now and Popcorn Love and all that Candy Girl. But I think Count Me Out
huh?
was a great song. The beat, the background vocals, just the whole premise of
Right.
the
Yeah, that.
song. Huh? Can you hear me, sir?
No, I said no. Go ahead.
The whole premise of the song, like you said, like Ralph telling the group, I want to stay in tonight with my girl, and they want him to come out, and you know I loved it. I thought it's a timeless record. Like even now, you might have like homeboys that might be like, oh, this nigga's a simp. You simping on your woman. You don't want to come out with us and go to the club, go to the bar, and you telling them like, yo, like I want to stay at home with Shorty, and I think it's a great record.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you about that. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I definitely remember back when I was either smashing or in a relationship, motherfucker wanted me to come and turn up. I was like, nah, nigga, I'm about to get me some pussy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I will make an innocent song. I will make an innocent song as raunchy as it is, just by my memories and shit. But I don't give a fuck. I'm a raunchy ass motherfucker. Anyway, track number 2, "A Little Bit of Love Is All It Takes." Yeah, this is another great song too. Love this fucking track. This was a single. Don't really have that much to say about it, but it's pretty straight.
This is one of my favorites too. This is definitely. I love the beat for this. I think I saw them do this on Soul Train. I want to say they performed this,
Yeah.
and the chorus and everybody sounded great, man. Like they were just in their prime right now. Not even in their prime yet, really though. And it's their third album, but it felt like they were already in their prime. And you know, the beat was fire. The background vocals by the group, and one of my favorites on here.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a favorite of mine too. I actually like this more than "Count Me Out." To be real with you.
Yeah, I like this one more.
Right. Next track we got is "Sweet Love." Now this is a bouncy kind of song that was assisted with a very well done sax, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Produced by Michael Sembello and Richard Rudolph. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, I think that Richard Rudolph is Minnie Riperton's husband.
Oh, wow.
You know, her widower, and she also
Oh, that's
she
is
he
that
also
is that Maya Rudolph's father?
yeah, I believe so. I believe so.
Okay.
And he also did some good work with Tina Marie on the Irons in the Fire album from 1980. So that was a very, very, very dope record from Tina Marie. We did a review on that as well too because we official. But yeah, man, this one right here was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen a fucking girl and
Hmm.
you never seen a beauty as beautiful as her? Like you just bypass all of her fucking flaws, and it's just her beauty, her eyes, her everything like that. That's what I got when I feel like this song, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what kind of shorty that they were thinking about with this record, though. You know what I'm saying? But you guys kind of get the where I'm coming from and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? If you guys remember that song from Grand Puba, "Baby, What's Your Name?" One of my
Hmm.
favorites from Real Real. Love that record. It kind of reminds me of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, Ralph killed it vocally. I love the saxophone solo. That was that. It was so it made it like real jazzy. It gave it some flavor, and the beat was dope. And yeah, this was like one of those love songs where he's like praising the female that he likes. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope. It's
Right.
good. Eric.
Eric Johnson is in the building. Everybody.
Yo,
Eric Johnson.
Hey,
Eric
just how y'all doing?
chilling.
motherfucking Johnson, Mr. Santa Claus himself. What's happening?
I ain't Santa Claus this nigga. I'm ho 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 in this bitch, huh? I'm sending niggas cold and everything for Christmas this year.
Yeah, I saw some of that video of LeBron James while I was at work and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I saw some of that shit. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, he talking all this out of his ass, man.
I tell you, money makes motherfuckers do crazy shit sometimes. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say, nigga. But yeah, that's one thing I got from Sweet Thing. This one was a pretty great song. And then we have "With You All the Way." Um, yeah, this is another cool song right here too. Let me see what I wrote for this one because this is like a ballad. It kind of reminds me of "Is This the End?" I don't know if it's just me. You know what I'm saying? One thing I can always say about New Edition with these albums was that they're very formulaic and stuff like that too. So they started off with like the bouncy kind of "Well, I Love You Girl" kind of song, but then they have to have those little smooth ballads, them sentimental ballads, and then the later songs you have to have like the grown up kind of songs and stuff like that too.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that, but again, you see why they went with Jimmy Jim and Terry Lewis. But anyway, yeah, this one was pretty good. This was a pretty straight ballad. I actually like this more than "Is This the End?" because I never really cared for
what?
"Is This the End?"
Love
I
that
mean,
song.
it was a bit
That,
too
that's
cheesy.
that. The end of that song is what made it a classic. Like the when Ralph and Ricky is and it's just the two of them singing on that with their ad libs. Love that song.
The end.
Love that
I was
song.
like,
Classic.
I was like, it's all right. But But give me jealous girl any
Of course,
day.
he would love that one.
Yes, fellas. There's a jealous girl in our town. Yeah, man, I like that version. Another Bad Creations
That's my
version.
shit right there.
Hell, I even laughed at Mace's version because that's what made him become a pastor in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Hey
Is that
man,
what he said?
Mason version's a classic compared to these other niggas versions. I listen to Mason versions all day.
Is that what he said?
No, no. See, I'm telling you, he didn't find. I told you the story many times. He didn't find no Jesus. He messed with some nigga. He was a side nigga. They wanted to kill him. He moved to Atlanta and became a pastor. It wasn't no fucking Jesus and shit. He didn't find no Jesus.
Leave my nigga Mace alone, man. Mace back in the game now with my nigga Cam, man. They might do an album together. Leave Mace alone, bro.
I just have to say this. I just have to motherfucking say this and shit. You know. I just have to motherfucking say this, guys. He would mind you. That's why him and Jay-Z went at it. He was messing with one of Jay-Z's girls and shit. You know. That's all
Hey,
I'm just
Jay Z
saying.
be fucking with other people's girls too, so he had to get his get back.
Man, everybody was fucking everybody back in the day, nigga. Like everybody was fucking everybody back in the day,
He
man.
trying to
Shit.
rub on Rihanna allegedly. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Hey, I don't know about all that, though. I don't know about all that.
Hey, if you listen to Jaguar Wright, she said she got dirt on Jay.
Man, Jaguar Weiss got dirt on everybody. I don't know. Some
Yeah,
shit I don't
right,
know.
a crackhead. I don't believe half of the shit she say.
Sometimes when it comes to her, I have to just look at her with a grain of salt because she wasn't saying all this shit until after Malik B died.
Right.
That's all I gotta say. I'm not trying to say she's wrong because you never know what these people behind closed doors and shit like that. But still,
But she ain't lying though.
we don't know
She
that.
look
You know,
way
so
better than back
she
in the
came out. She
day.
said the R.
I
Kelly
won't fuck her
thing. She
now
said,
though, but she's like that auntie that you just look at like, yeah.
Shit, but like I said, I ain't gonna go that far. But I hear what y'all are saying though. You know what I'm saying? So,
He
it's
tried to get
okay.
under that umbrella allegedly.
you said what?
I
You
said
said
he
what?
tried to get under her umbrella allegedly. I'm gonna just leave it at that. He tried to show us some of that Rockefeller love, have her throwing diamonds up in the air.
Shit. I'm trying to see if I can get BJ on because he just posted some shit.
I thought you loved this album. He kept talking about it.
He's gonna come on. Don't worry.
I thought y'all was
The
doing a
song is
trash
okay.
review.
You said what?
I said the song is okay. It's not. It's not
I
great.
said I thought y'all was doing a trash review.
Hell no, nigga. We ain't trashing this album. Shit.
Nah, we're not trashing this album.
Oh yeah, that was yesterday. My bad. I
That was
missed it.
yesterday.
I was like, damn, I missed this bitch ass nigga album review.
All right. So you said this song's all right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not one of my favorites on you.
Yeah, I feel you. All right. Next song we got is "Let's Be Friends." This is one of my two favorite songs on this album. Believe it or not.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, same. Oh, I can't wait to find out what your favorite one is. Okay. It has a very dope beat. You know what I'm saying? Like a very nice synth that very screams volumes and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this one was pretty straight. I like this one.
It's melodic, and
Yeah.
you know the group is talking about breaking up with a female and but not in a bad breakup, just being friends with her. And now this is one of those songs where I said I don't know who's singing lead because it sounds like it's Bobby or it could be Ricky.
Ricky sang the first
Oh,
verse, then
okay.
Ralph sang the second
And
verse.
Ralph, okay. Now, for some reason, I thought it was Bobby that was singing lead. Okay, so Ricky and Ralph, and I thought Ricky was great on this. And at that time, he wasn't singing a lot of lead vocals on the albums, but this is like one of the early times when he did his thing, and him and Ralph, and then you got Mike came in, and Mike is telling the girl, you know, it's not gonna work out between us, but we still stay friends. And I think it had like a good message in that song. I mean, that's a thing too, where you know, do people stay friends with their exes anymore? You know what I'm saying? So I like the
Some of
message
them.
behind that. The beat was fire, and yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, some exes I stay friends with. Some other exes I just have hard dick for. So yeah.
Some of the girls you smash, and some of them you take to the Cheesecake Factory, and they be bitching and complaining. It's levels to the shit nowadays.
Man, I don't give a fuck with no one's. I be on that Cheesecake Factory and shit like that. Don't get me started on that breakfast and shit they have. Don't even get me started. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely agree with you on try.
Yeah.
It definitely has a nice message to it. You know what I'm saying? Track number 6, Kickback. You know what I'm saying? This one right here was a bit upbeat song. This has one of my favorite Michael Bivin rap verses and stuff like that too. Because when it comes to Mike Bivins, I didn't really care a lot for his rapping. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Some of his rap, it was just kind of like, okay, all right, well, it's the '80s, so everybody wants to rap. But
Did you say these
yeah,
niggas was rapping
Yeah, they were rapping.
like
yeah,
Jermaine Jackson rapping?
No,
no,
they
no,
were rap. What they know? You know how many like legends they know? Rakim and Run DMC and them was fucking with them. They were
Curtis.
rapping, man.
They opened for Curtis Blow on the
Yeah,
first tour.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
I know that. I was just saying. I thought it was not gonna be like trash or something, but it's okay.
yeah, but Curtis Blow dissed them too. I think he said he
Really?
thought he in the movie they say he thought that they looked like from Nation of Islam or some shit like
What?
They don't look like the type of little niggas that'll be selling bean pies and shit. So I don't agree with that.
Yeah, these niggas are from the rough streets of Boston. They ain't selling no bean pies.
shit. Sorry, Curtis Blow. Not everybody can play basketball,
No, no.
but at least New Edition made better love songs than Curtis Blow and shit. Don't even get me started on his love songs.
Oh boy.
Y'all remember when
Leave my
Curtis Blow
man
tried to
Curtis
sing?
Blow alone, man.
Y'all remember when Curtis Blow tried to sing that one song?
I don't got none of his albums, so I need to get his first album though. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, the first album, The Break. That's probably the only album you might have. You know what I mean? Everything else after The Breaks to me was very hit or miss. You know, it was just like certain songs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then Just Ice dissed him on Colgate and Dumb 2, and that was just it.
I
which
see you
which
be flossing that Just Ice album, nigga, like nobody don't got it. Like damn, Reg, you just showing out on niggas and shit. I see.
that back to the old school. That review is gonna come very soon because that's an old school hip hop album I never hear
Yeah.
nobody talk about. That's my favorite Just Ice album. I like that. I love Karis One. I like that more than Cool and Deadly because you know everybody's on Cool and Deadly's dick and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But track number 7, Tonight's Your Night. Um, yeah, this one was a very dope song. It has some of my favorite Ralph and Ricky moments and stuff like that. Their chemistry was fully on point with this song. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like this record. You know.
I like kickback. Kickback was dope. I like the beat for that. Ralph killed it. The small rap by Mike. Tonight was cool. It was like an up tempo ballad. It was alright. It was cool.
Definitely. Yeah. Like I said, it was Ralph and Ricky that elevated it for me.
Yeah.
All right. Next song. Ooh, where we at right now? Whispers in Bed. Man, this one right here is my favorite song next to Let's Be Friends, man. This one's my favorite
This
next
was,
to that
this was
one. You said what?
this was good. This was a good one.
Yeah. They were on their Quiet Storm shit with this one.
Hmm.
Um Ralph talking about I've been living on your whispers in bed, and if you had a picture of what I've got in my head, whispers in bed. Pretty much, don't talk about masturbation on this one.
No, he
let me stop.
wasn't.
Let me
It
stop.
was
Let me
cool.
stop. Let me stop. Let me. Stop. I'm joking. I'm
You
joking.
gotta
Come on.
calm down. It was
I'm
the '80s. Black parents didn't want their kids listening about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one was a very great song. I feel like if there was one song that predated the second era of New Edition, it would be this one.
This was good. A good debate ballad. Nice. This is a slow dancing song. Like this is one of those songs that they made where, they play this at a school dance or something, or you go, to the roller skating rink. You dance with the shorty and had a nice, ballad beat to it, and like Ralph was great. Ralph had a great voice for these type of ballads. So
Right. All right, next song is Who Do You Trust? This one, I didn't really care for this one too much. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't really care. I didn't like the beat to it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I felt like, honestly, I feel like if this was placed a little bit higher on
Mhm.
the album, maybe my opinion would change. I just feel like this should have been a bit higher because I felt like the latter part was kind of the more mature kind of songs, if that made sense. You know what I'm saying?
This I didn't. It sounded like Sweet Thing to me. Like the melody was
Yeah.
similar.
Yes,
You know what I mean? I'm like, not one of my favorites on this album though.
definitely. Antoine said Curtis Blow albums I love. I got 3 albums. What albums you got from Curtis Blow, Antoine? I'm curious.
Hey man, why you change your album title? I mean your title and your name. Cause you just had Reds, now you got this name again. See, you think you slick me.
Well, what's wrong with my title, man? What's wrong with my title?
I ain't saying nothing wrong with it, but I can't have niggas out here saying that shit though. To another man, but you good though. I'm just gonna call you MC Reg though. You still my
Yeah,
nigga though.
yeah. You don't have to call me that shit. I did that shit mostly for Lashia, to be real with you, because I was messing with Lashia, and that's I was messing with Lashia and shit like that because she hard headed. Shout out to Lashia, by the way. The next song is School. This song was the most Run DMC song on this album. To be real with you, you know what I'm saying? Because again, this was 1985, and Run DMC was like the hottest rap group. They wanted to scream on the motherfucking mic and rap like this. You know what I'm saying? Just back and forth and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's a
Yeah,
bad song,
that
but
cool Mo D shit.
no, not the Kumo D shit, not the Kumo D shit, because Kumo D and Run DMC were very different plateaus. Treacherous 3 was more that fast rapping
Yeah.
kind of shit. Run DMC was on that formulaic kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, I fuck with Treacherous 3. Y'all check out that review we did too. You know what I'm saying? Because we official and everything. But not a bad song, but it's not what I want to hear from Run DMC. Not what I want to hear from New Edition.
Run New Edition. I like it though. I thought again like they would dabble from time to time in rap,
Yeah,
and they could do it because they had the respect from the hip hop community.
they
So,
did.
but yeah, you could tell. What see, I miss that type of rapping because eighties rapping. We don't hear artists anymore in this era rap like Run DMC or Treacherous 3. So that era of rapping is gone. But I miss it. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when I hear a song like this, like how Run DMC used to rap. You know, or even
Right.
even Kumo D. Kumo D, his rapping style, nobody sounds like him now. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
But
God.
I think like Ed Lover said to Rakim, Rakim changed the game
He
when
did.
he came out with his own like rapping style. He was different from Keras One and Chuck D. He changed the game for a lot of MCs now. You know what I'm saying? But this style of rap, this is old school. I loved it. And you know, they're talking about education and going to school and I love the chorus, you know, you got an SCHOOL go to school and beat that belt. So they're like actually like spelling out school and you know, you got Mike was rapping and he said, you know, you gotta learn how to count 1, 2, 3 and get brushed up on the history. I loved it. I thought it was a dope you know, ode to like 80s old school rap, you know.
Definitely. Respect. Um, Antoine says you got the self-titled Deuce and Kingdom Blow. I've heard Deuce a while back ago. Yeah, I didn't really care for that one too much. I like the album cover though. The album cover was fire. And the last song, All for Love. This was like the title track off this album. Yeah, this was pretty straight. I actually like this one and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not really too much I can say.
Yeah, this was good. I enjoyed it. They saved the title track for last, you know.
Right. So overall, this is a very dope album in my opinion. This might be my favorite album with Bobby Brown before he left the first time and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? The production definitely stepped. I thought that the production was still on keen with the self-titled album. They
Mm-hmm.
definitely utilized a lot more synths with this album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's pretty much an extension of the first album. their maturity was really starting to grow a little bit with this album. I like the fact that they were doing some production on this one too. You know what I'm saying? So, yep, this is actually a 4 out of 5 in my opinion.
I love it. Um, I didn't hear Bobby on it though. Like I heard there was a rumor that he left before the album got released.
Um, after I think it was like shortly after it got
Oh,
released.
so he's on the album cover, but I don't hear his vocals though. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was there, then it was just in the background vocals. He didn't do no lead vocals on this. You know, but they still had some hits on here. You know, Count Me Out, A Little Bit of Love, um, Love Messi. I think they should have released more songs though. Like Let's Be Friends could have been a single. Whispers in Bed should have been a single. You know, I loved the Sweet Thing track that could have been a single. School was dope. And, you know, I feel like out of all their albums, this is the most underrated one.
I
You know
agree.
what I'm saying? Like the first one was great, Candy Girl, everybody knows Candy Girl. Cool It Now, the self-titled one was great. Then it's like they skip over this one and they skip over Under the Blue Moon and then they go to Any Heartbreak. And then Home Again, they might mention Once in the Blue, but I think out of all their albums, this is the most underrated one. And like they were still young, they were still they didn't make that transition yet, so they were still like a pop, you know, boy band. But I think the album was solid, so I'm gonna give it 4.5. There's only two songs I don't like on here, but everything else was
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I feel like it's a solid album. It's a perfect album for New Edition at this time. You know.
Yeah,
All right, so now we're gonna get to our main event, which is a Christmas All Over the World EP. Oh, I messed up. I messed up on the title, y'all. Hold on. Let me change that shit up. But yeah, this EP came out in December of 1985. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, this EP came out in December of '85. This is actually the last release with Bobby Brown and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? The last release with Bobby Brown.
I'm surprised
Um,
he wearing a suit because y'all said he won't wearing a suit on the last
he went to
album
shoot
cover.
this time.
yeah, this album didn't come out with no singles, of course. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I mentioned, I'm not really gonna get into the history because I mentioned it to you before. He was kicked out the group at around this time too. You know what I'm saying? So because you know when it comes to like boy bands and girl bands, you got to remember they always do this with boy bands and girl bands and shit like that. The first album will be like the cutesy kind of stuff, and the second album will be like the breakthrough album. The third
Yeah.
album they want to get a little mature,
Uh,
and then also they'll start having problems with the management or the label. So the label would rush release a Christmas album or a greatest hits album and
right.
stuff like that too. So they always do. If you really think in history, all your favorite boy bands and girl bands, Destiny's Child, NSYNC, um, what's that, Backstreet Boys, they always had like a Christmas album or an EP or some shit like that too, or a greatest hits, like the third or fourth release that they've ever done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys should know. And pretty much New Edition probably pretty much started that whole template and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? Um but yeah, man, let's just get right straight to it. It's only 6 songs, so we can knock this shit out like that, you know what I'm saying? Um First song is Give Love on Christmas Day. This was actually a cover of the Jackson 5 song. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I never liked this song. I never liked this song.
No.
And like I never even liked the Jackson. I love the Jackson 5. I love the Jacksons, but I never liked that. Give love on Chris. I never liked this. Never. But the vocals, just like with the Jackson 5, was very good and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know me. I'm not a big Christmas person like that. Yeah, Q Jackson 5 Christmas album. That came out in 1970. That was actually their fourth album too. So you're right on that, Q. Shout out to Q.
I think it's a great song. I loved it. I think the singing was great by everybody. You know, it was a nice, perfect ballad for the holidays.
Yeah, I hate the holidays, man. Shit. Oh my
You ain't trying to
god.
buy nobody shit, nigga. You trying to keep loyal. You trying to keep coil in your stock and
Yeah. You guys should know I'm not a Christmas person. I just love it for the family and shit like that. I have to even work. I have to work on Christmas anyway, so fuck it.
Hey, you getting paid though, right?
Does Diddy like 17-year-olds? Of course I'm getting paid.
you better get paid, nigga.
Yeah, of course.
You don't work for free on no white man's holiday.
Of course I'm getting paid, nigga. All right. Next song is "Christmas All Over the World." This was a song that was on the Santa Claus the movie and stuff like this movie soundtrack, which starred John Lithgow, Dudley Moore. You know what I'm saying? I've never actually seen the movie, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie.
No.
You say yes or no?
I thought you was talking about the one with Tim, was it Tim Robbins? That was a Santa Claus one? No.
You mean Tim Allen?
Tim Allen. That wasn't a Santa Claus movie?
That was in the '90s. That came out in the '90s. I know which
Oh.
one you're talking. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't see this one.
yeah, man. But yeah, this is actually my favorite song on the album. I like the vocals. I mean, I like the beat. One of the few songs that actually get me in a Christmas mood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of my favorites on here. Like the background vocals by the whole group, the
Right.
beat, the pianos on it, and then like the tempo changes towards the end. I thought it was good. It's definitely a great Christmas song.
The next song we got is "Happy Holidays to You." Um, this one was pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have that much to say about it. Yeah, that was pretty decent.
This was cool. This was solid. You know, it was dope.
All right. Next song is "All I Want for Christmas Is My Girl." I actually like this one. This is actually another
Yeah.
favorite of mine and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? They really had a lot of love songs and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was all right.
This should have been the single, the first single, because it was fast. It was still a holiday song, and they talking about Ralph was saying singing about wanting his girlfriend for Christmas, and it had a dope beat with it. I thought this should have been the single.
Yeah, definitely a single. Track number 5, "The Joy of Christmas." Now, this was actually written by Ricky and Ralph, and you can definitely tell this is a new edition production and stuff like that too. So this one was pretty straight. I'm not gonna hold. This one was pretty straight and everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I wish they would done more production and writing
Right.
around, but it's all right. It's all good.
Again, it's another up tempo holiday song. Had a nice beat, nice bass line. It had that new edition flavor to it, where it was like R&B, but it's like a holiday R&B song, and I loved it. I thought it was great.
Definitely. Um, and the last track is "Singing Merry Christmas." This was also written by Michael Bivins and Ryan DeVoe. Again, this one was pretty decent. I didn't really care for this one too much, to be real with you.
A nice ballad. Love the background vocals. The pianos on it. Great way to end the EP off.
Definitely. All right. So overall, this one, this EP was pretty decent. I just felt like it was more like a cash grab, if you ask me, and everything like that too. Because you got to remember, like, again, they were in debt, so they just needed to do something like the same way Death Row did that Christmas album for Cherry. They did this album just to save their pockets. Let's keep it a buck.
Mhm.
And of course, they got that writing credit, so they were trying to get some publishing and shit like that too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5. It was decent.
You know what? When I had this on cassette back in the day, and there was no promotion for it. So like I was just at the record store and I happened to see it. I'm like, shit, New Edition got a Christmas album, and I end up getting it, but there was no promotion from MCA Records. They didn't promote it. There was no video. Radio didn't play nothing from it. So it's like you have to be like a real New Edition fan to know about this album. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot it was only 6 songs. Like I'm thinking when I'm like 10 years old, like this is an album and it's only 6 songs. But I thought it was good. I thought it was like a mix of like Christmas ballads, and then you had like some up tempo tracks. I think they should have released at least 3 singles from this album. And it was a missed opportunity by the record label. and I thought it was good. I'm not really big on Christmas albums. I had a couple. I had New Edition's Christmas album. New Kids on the Block had one. Tony had one. Mariah. Everybody knows Mariah one. You know what I'm saying? But I think this was good. I'm gonna give it 4 mics, and it's very. This is another underrated project from them. They have a couple. They have a couple.
I got you. All right, I'm gonna end this off right here and everything like that. I got a situation I gotta come upon to right now. But this has been a fun new edition review. Thank y'all so much for coming by. Saturday at 5 o'clock, we're gonna do the Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz Grove album and everything like that too. Really can't wait to
Is
talk
that
about
gonna be a
that.
chess review? Who
I haven't heard the
knows?
album. I haven't heard the album yet, so we'll see.
How many songs on that album? Because I thought it was an EP.
It's a lot.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like at least 17 or 18 tracks on here.
Okay, I seen the album cover. I was like, this some metamorphosis shit or something. They must have mutated together or something.
All right. But I'm gonna update y'all on the schedule for later.
Yeah.
Hope you guys have a very, very, very good night, and I'll see y'all later. Try Eric. I'll see all y'all niggas later. Peace.
Sorry.
All right, y'all.